Welcome back to K-pop&juice, the place where we don't just follow Korean entertainment news, we feel it, we live it, and sometimes we cry with it. Today's story is one of those moments that stopped fans mid-scroll, mid-breath, mid-everything. Because when a man known for his composure, his quiet strength, and his almost intimidating calm suddenly breaks down while talking about his family, you know something real just happened. And yes, we're talking about none other than Hyun. For years, he has been the definition of controlled elegance, the actor who rarely overshares, the man whose emotions are usually expressed through subtle glances rather than dramatic displays. So when he spoke about his wife and his son, and his voice cracked, his eyes filled, and he struggled to continue, fans across the world felt like they were witnessing something deeply personal, almost sacred. Not a performance, not a publicity moment, just a husband and father overwhelmed by love, responsibility, and perhaps a little fear of losing what matters most. If you followed his journey, you know how private he has always been. Even at the height of global fame, especially after the massive success of Crash Landing on You, he kept his personal life guarded. Interviews stayed professional, emotions stayed measured, smiles were polite, never overly revealing. So imagine the shock when, during a recent appearance, the conversation shifted to family, and suddenly the carefully built wall came down. It started simply enough. A question about how married life had changed him. A question many celebrities answer with light humor or vague comments. But instead of brushing it off, he paused. A long pause, the kind that makes everyone lean forward because you can feel something important is coming. He smiled first, almost shyly, then looked down, as if searching for the right words. And when he finally spoke, his voice was softer than anyone expected. He said becoming a husband made him realize how fragile happiness can feel when it's shared with someone you love deeply. That every ordinary day suddenly carries weight. That going home isn't just returning to a place, it's returning to people who depend on you emotionally, physically, completely. Fans were already touched at this point. But then he mentioned his son, and everything changed. His expression shifted in a way cameras rarely capture. Pride, tenderness, disbelief, and something else, something heavier. He described holding his child for the first time and feeling a kind of fear he had never known before. Not fear for himself, but fear of failing someone who trusts you without question. He admitted that he now worries about things he never used to think about: safety, health, the future, whether he's doing enough, whether he deserves the role he's been given. And then came the moment no one was ready for. His voice broke. Not dramatically, not theatrically, just a small crack that revealed how close to tears he really was. He laughed softly, almost apologetically, as if embarrassed by his own emotion. But the more he tried to continue, the harder it became. His eyes glistened. He blinked rapidly. And finally, he stopped speaking altogether for a few seconds that felt like forever. Fans watching live said the room itself felt different, quieter, heavier, more intimate. It was as if everyone instinctively understood that this wasn't a celebrity anecdote anymore. This was a father exposing his heart. He eventually managed to say that his son makes him want to become a better person every single day. Not a better actor, not a more successful man, a better human being. He said that when his child looks at him, he feels seen in a way no audience has ever seen him. No filters, no scripts, just pure trust. And that trust, he confessed, both strengthens and terrifies him. If you're a parent watching this, you probably felt that sentence in your bones. That mix of overwhelming love and overwhelming responsibility. That sudden awareness that someone's entire world revolves around you. But the emotional wave didn't stop there. When asked about his wife, Ye-jin, his expression softened even further. It wasn't the smile of a celebrity talking about a partner for the cameras. It was quieter, warmer, almost protective. He spoke about how she endured pregnancy, childbirth, and the early months of parenthood with strength he said he couldn't fully comprehend. He admitted there were moments when he felt helpless, watching her exhausted, in pain, yet still smiling for their child. He said something that fans immediately began sharing everywhere, that he fell in love with her all over again, not as an actress, not as a partner, but as the mother of his child. And this is where many viewers reportedly started crying too, because it wasn't grand or poetic. it was simple, honest admiration. The kind that feels real because it isn't trying to sound impressive. He described late nights, quiet conversations, shared worries about whether they were doing things right. He spoke about how they check on their child together even when the baby is sleeping peacefully, just to make sure everything is okay. That small detail made fans feel like they were glimpsing ordinary life behind extraordinary fame. He also confessed that fatherhood changed his priorities in ways he didn't expect. Work used to be the center of his identity. Now, he said, projects are evaluated differently. Not just, is this good for my career, but will this allow me to be present for my family? He admitted he wants his son to grow up knowing him not just as a famous actor, but as someone who was there, someone who showed up. And then, almost as if realizing how emotional he had become, he smiled again and joked about how he used to think he was strong. That line drew gentle laughter from the audience, but you could still see the lingering tears in his eyes. Fans online reacted instantly. Comments poured in from all over the world. People saying they had never seen him like this before, that the vulnerability made him even more admirable, that true strength is being able to cry without shame. Many longtime supporters said it felt like watching a chapter close, the era of the untouchable leading man, and a new one begin. Devoted husband, protective father, quietly emotional family man. Some even said the moment changed how they see celebrity culture entirely, because it reminded them that behind the polished images and carefully managed publicity, these stars are living real lives filled with the same fears and hopes as everyone else. If you've followed his career from early action roles to romantic dramas to global superstardom, this moment feels like the culmination of a long personal journey. He has played soldiers, CEOs, spies, and heroes. But the role that brought him to tears wasn't fictional. It was simply being a dad. And honestly, isn't that the most powerful role of all? There's something deeply comforting about seeing someone so admired admit vulnerability. It gives fans permission to feel their own emotions more openly. It tells us that love, real love, is supposed to shake you, soften you, change you. That becoming someone's safe place is both the greatest honor and the greatest responsibility. Many viewers said they replayed the clip multiple times, not out of curiosity, but because it felt grounding. In a world that often rewards detachment and coolness, watching a man openly struggle to express love for his family felt rare, almost revolutionary. Some fans even speculated that this moment revealed just how deeply fatherhood has transformed him, not just in private life, but in how he views the world. That maybe the quiet intensity he's always had now has a gentler center. That the stoic exterior hides a heart that beats fiercely for two people waiting at home. And let's be honest, moments like this are why we stay connected to celebrities in the first place. Not just for the glamour or the performances, but for those flashes of humanity that remind us they're walking the same emotional roads we are. So now we want to hear from you. Did this moment surprise you? Did it make you emotional too? Do you think fatherhood will change the kinds of roles he chooses in the future? And if you're a parent, did his words resonate with your own experience? Drop your thoughts in the comments. K-pop&juice is all about sharing the feelings behind the headlines. Because sometimes the biggest stories aren't scandals or comebacks or box office numbers. Sometimes they're just a man struggling to talk about the people he loves most. And if this moment proved anything, it's that behind the superstar aura, behind the polished suits and red carpets, there's